beautiful people, welcome back. Today I have some cheap slimes that I'm sharing with you guys. These are slimes that have just kind of never made the cut in the first video I did, so I had them sitting around and thought I would combine them all to a new video. I also wanted to let you guys know we have a new podcast. My sister and I started Beautifully Balanced. It's super fun. We release new episodes every Wednesday, so I'll link our newest episode down below for you guys. And as always, my slime shop is stocked, so if you want to check that out, it'll also be linked down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's hop right into it. So like I said, these were slimes that never really either arrived in time or just didn't make it into the videos that I filmed recently. Now, this first package actually surprised me. This is from Tania Slimes, and if you watched my $1 Etsy slimes that I did very recently, this was the package, the very first one that had all of the hair in it. Now, I didn't expect this package at all. It just arrived in the mail and she wanted to send some new slimes that were hopefully going to be hairless. Now this first one was actually really nice. I was actually very surprised. I was very skeptical, I must say, opening this package. I was really hoping none of them would have the amount of hair that was in the previous ones. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But this slime was actually a really nice clear slime. It had a very unique stretch to it. It was like very dense, almost putty-like, but still very stretchy. I don't know if maybe like a different type of activator was used, but it was really cool and it was pretty. It had no hairs, so overall I was very happy, and it was kind of like a cool and different texture, so definitely better than the first round. Then she also sent 2 more slimes, which I thought was so nice. I did order 3 slimes originally and they all had a ton of hair, but now we have this next unicorn slime and it was a floam as well, kind of similar to the first one, definitely in texture as well. I'd say this one was a little bit more tough than the first one. As you can see, it was ripping a little bit as I stretched it and had the tiniest bit of like fallout with the large foam beads, but still very pretty. I didn't find any hairs in it, and it had a really unique texture, very similar to the first one, like I mentioned, but the texture was really nice, still very clicky and fun to play with, and this was just a huge improvement from the first time. I would have been so much happier the first go around if I received these slimes. They were also very pretty. Now this last slime unfortunately gave me some flashbacks. So this one I could immediately tell, maybe because it was clearer than the other ones, but there were a lot of hairs in this one. There was one really dark one, which you could see here, but the more I started to kind of flip this over, there was more and more hairs. So at first I thought it was just like a couple, so I took them out, and then I realized there was just too many. I don't know what happened, you guys. I don't know, maybe I couldn't see the hairs in the other one, but this one was just pretty bad. This one did have a lot of hairs. So I don't know really what's going on. The first 2 were a lot cleaner than this. One hair is okay. More than that, it starts to be, especially like this amount, there was so many in here, it starts to be like, how did this many hairs get into a slime? So this one I didn't really want to play with, to be honest. But anyways, let's move on to this next package. This was an Amazon slime that never made it into like my inexpensive Amazon slime video. And this was actually a little kit. I didn't realize this came as a kit. It was very nicely packaged in this little box. And I didn't realize that it had like foam beads, it had a little charm, and actually a really good size slime. Now this brand I have, like, I don't even know what this brand is, but like the logo on top I have received before. and they have this like butter rubbery type of slime a little bit. So I wasn't so sure how this one would be. I wasn't so sure if all the foam beads would actually stick in or if it would just be too rubbery and they would all fall out. But they actually weren't too bad, and the slime wasn't too stiff. It was definitely more of a holdable slime, and this is supposed to be kind of like a butter texture, and it's definitely not spreadable at all. I don't know what exactly they used to make this type of slime, because it definitely doesn't feel like a normal type of clay, I would say, just because how not stretchy it is. Even when you guys see me do the Wish slimes that are completely clay, those are very stretchy, and this just isn't. I don't know. But anyways, there wasn't a ton of fallout, surprisingly, with the foam beads, and the more I mixed it up, the better it actually became. So this slime, I would say, would be very good for holding and squishing, but for stretching and spreading, I would say not so good. Now I have a few Wish slimes to share with you guys, and these were all quote unquote free Wish slimes that actually cost like $2 to $3 for shipping, but these never made it into my free Wish slimes video. And you guys, looking at this slime initially, it looked so wet. I was like, I don't want to stick my hand in there, but I was very, very, very pleasantly surprised. Do you guys see this fluffing up right now? This slime, not only I loved the theme of it, I loved this confetti sprinkles, I loved the little charm. I just think it's a really cool theme. I kind of want to make my own cloud slime like this and make it better than this one, but this one was actually really good. Like for a Wish slime, it was very stretchy. Did you guys see that? So stretchy, and it had a drizzle and everything. So I would definitely say Wish is stepping up their slime game, and you guys are about to see what I mean as we go through the rest of them, because I was kind of shocked, honestly. This one, yes, it did have a bit of a gritty texture from the snow, and you could see that there's still a little bit of residue on my hands as well. Definitely not the worst I've ever seen from Wish, but the actual texture, amazing. Very, very good for a cloud slime, and extremely good for a Wish cloud slime. This next slime is also from Wish, and look at this. I was like, oh no, what is this? It was a wet, kind of nasty mess. I was very concerned to stick my hands into this. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I took the charm out and just decided to mix it all up. Now, initially, before I took the lid off, I thought this was just gonna be one of those classic clay slimes and this just be straight up clay. However, I think the gooey mess might have actually been some actual slime that they mixed in and might have melted, because this slime, after I combined all the wet messiness, the actual slime was like, wow. If it had not been wet and disgusting at the beginning, I would have thought this was one of the best Wish slimes I have received, because not only is it very stretchy, it actually felt like a real true butter slime and not just soft clay. It also inflated and was like sizzly, and like it inflated a lot actually. I was so impressed. You guys could see it'll start to get airy the more I play with it, but it looks and feels literally like a homemade slime. So despite like, you know, the ooey gooey, whatever was at the beginning, I don't know if it was water, if it was lotion, if it was slime, it turned out to be amazing. So I'm glad I kind of risked my fingers for that and put my hands into this, because it was pretty good. It drizzled and everything. I was shocked. And last but not least, we have this slime, and at first I was like, oh no, another stiff putty slime. But no, do you guys hear the poking? You may also hear my sister getting onto my dog in the background for chewing up a book, but that's besides the point. This slime wasn't the most stretchy, but it was definitely more stretchy than I've seen before. And it was glossy and it was thick and it was pokeable. I was like, okay, Wish, I see you guys. Like, they are stepping up their game for sure. I was impressed. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you were shocked by these Wish slimes, because I certainly was. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.